If I if I can mention another topic here, the one of the other things that kind of fascinated me from this discussion was the defined time management uh, aspect of the wireless networking, where uh, it the way it was described, it could almost paint a picture of where the wireless devices are in an environment without having any cameras, and that I thought was kind of cool. The idea that just through the fine time management, it can actually locate in a room or in a building where all the wireless devices are, and essentially draw you a map to them.
I think our ability to match the physical world and the digital world together in an interesting way, and sometimes that means physical sensors, cameras, and what have you, but we can infer a lot from that digital footprint that devices leave behind in order to be able to paint a pretty rich picture there. Wireless portfolio is super interesting. They've been doing AI before it was really, the thing du jour, radio resource management, having a model that understands making changes because no, you're typically not tuning things like channel selection, channel widths, and what have you on the fly manually in a network. So the ability, again, using those large data sets to say, look at all the radio environments that I understand and what's almost like a digital twin approach. What's similar about this one to other networks I've seen? And if I make this change, this is the expected result. And it's able to read that out to you, but it's not going to come to you and say, hey, I suggest we turn DFS off on this channel or we move from this channel to this channel or we lower this channel width. That's not the way our radios work. They've tended to self-optimize for a time, but AI has allowed that to get much more effective and much more better understanding causality. I make this change, I see this result, and if that result is good, I leave it. If it's not, I roll it back and try something different.
What's interesting also is that the wireless has gotten to a point now where it's not either a secondary communication channel or just for users and laptops, right? We're now using wireless, as you said, in robotics, right? In AI, we are moving enough data across the wireless networks that it can be a backbone, particularly at the edge, for your AI information that's moving back and forth and what you're doing with AI. And I think that that's, we have to change our perspective and, on what the communication channel really is and why we're using it. And, why would you drag a wire everywhere if wireless is capable of doing all of these things? Some of the things that was Cisco presented was about and I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but the multiple antennas. And I know there's MIMO, but there's just you have so many antennas and the ability to do so much with that that gets you much better interference capabilities and was it reliable wireless networking? I think ultra reliable.
Yeah, ultra reliable wireless backhaul. It's a super interesting product because I mentioned those robots don't have time to roam from one access point to another access point the way a traditional client would. And so we've built the ability to run standard Wi-Fi, your standard IT environment, combined with your OT environment in the same hardware unit, and be able to manage those through the same domain. And the robots are going to use the ability to connect to multiple access points at once. And your standard device, your tablets and things you might be using as a human in that factory space or in that warehouse space, continue to just use standard Wi-Fi. So really, really interesting evolution of how we do things. And again, it just means we're getting richer and deeper sets of data about what goes on in those environments, and our ability to do that inferencing and be able to make intelligent decisions about that is what's going to drive a higher quality network for our customers. And it should largely be invisible. I joke that the network's like oxygen. You only notice it if you're not getting enough, right? It should really be in the background there supporting the things you're trying to do and be able to do that in a very intelligent way.